Hello and welcome to Marble League Online Tournament 2 Summer Edition. Let's get started in our 1v1 races and tournament round with McDonald Farms with Globdroppers. After that, Sauce vs Risky Biscuits. Let's get into it. Off they go. Globdroppers out in front. McDonald Farms trying to keep up, but they lose it on that second half pipe. They go up too high, it looks like. Let's take a slow motion replay maybe. See where they lost it. Right there, they were neck and neck, but just went too high and gave that easy first win to the Globdroppers. Then up next, we got Sauce versus the Risky Biscuits. Risky Biscuits out front. Can Sauce keep back up? Going on the outside chicane. Risky Biscuits taking a high move off just like in the last race. Can Risky Biscuits get back around Sauce? No, he tries, but he can't. Let's see what happened here. Risky Biscuits going way too high, just like McDonald Farms in the last race. Giving Mac that win, but Risky Biscuits was not giving up there, but he couldn't overtake him at the last second. And Mac Sauce, Team Sauce, will advance. Now we got Phoenix versus Moonbeam. See who wins it. Phoenix out front. Moonbeam trailing right behind, but Moonbeam slows down. Phoenix trying to keep it, and it looks like they will. And Phoenix will definitely advance to the next round. Let's see what Moonbeam did to slow them down that much. They're neck and neck over that first corner, going a little bit high, slowing down, trying to overtake Phoenix. But they can't, and Phoenix will keep their momentum, making it impossible for Moonbeam to get in and stay in this first event. Now let's see if the real ones can keep it real today. Out in front, ahead of Gruesome Twosome, taking a nice big lead. And yes, they will not make it easy for Gruesome Twosome. Take a big win over them. Let's see where it goes wrong for Gruesome Twosome. Right there, they cannot decide on which direction to go, and they run straight into the divider, losing all chance of catching up to the real ones. And the real ones starting off with keeping it real. And now into round 2 after this, we're going to have Globdroppers versus Sauce and Phoenix versus the real ones. Now let's get into the semifinals. Globdroppers versus Team Sauce, and they're up. Globdroppers out front. Sauce trying to keep up, and he goes around him after that first quarter pipe. And can he keep it ahead of him? Yes, they can. Man, too bad for Globdroppers. Not able to get around that first corner very well. Sauce running right into him, almost coming to a complete stop. Keeping his momentum. Both of them come off that second quarter pipe quite well. Globdroppers unable to keep it. Sauce will advance. Phoenix versus the real ones. The real ones coming up. The real ones trying to take a lead. Can they keep on to it? Phoenix passes him over the drop. Can the real ones get around? Yes, they do. Oh my gosh. Let's take a replay of that right here. Phoenix is ahead of them. Taking a nice lead, almost like they have it. Keeping that block on point. But right there, after drafting right behind them, they get right around. And the real ones continue to keep it real. And they will be moving on to the finals to race against Team Sauce in round 3. Can the real ones keep it real all the way to the end? Sauce may give them a run for the money, and they're off. The real ones out front. Sauce passes them right after the first corner, neck and neck. Can Sauce hold on to it? Can the real ones go around just like the last race? No, Sauce is going to keep them back there. Let's see where the real ones lost it. Right around that first quarter pipe, they push them out of the way. And right there as well, they give him another nudge to help keep that lead. Neck and neck almost the whole way. That was a good race. Sauce is able to keep it on. And Sauce is going to be our winner into the first event of Marble League Online Tournament 2 Summer League. Summer Edition, excuse me. And here's our point system after our first event. Now we're going to go into our elimination round. Sauce, the real ones out and back. See where they go. Coming down all in a group. Oh, but it looks like Sauce got too much speed on the last corner and gets knocked out. Trying to pass everyone unnecessarily. He wasn't in last. And that greed will get him eliminated first into our second event. Tournament 2 Summer Edition. Into the second race. McDonald Farms out back. Looks like they catch back up though. Risky Biscuits losing all their speed, and it will cost them. Let's see where Risky Biscuits lost it. Right here, they're in the lead, but they lose it all after that first quarter pipe, hitting that middle divider, slowing them down even more, and they just can't gain that momentum back. What luck from McDonald Farms. Risky Biscuits using all his risk and none of the biscuits. And now we're going to get into race 3 into our second event. And they're Gruesome Twosome out in the back. And they catch back up. And it looks like they do. They get a nice water spritz right after they get off that last turn. See here, they're in last place coming down that last jump. Right there, they stay across the top of the water, keeping that momentum just to get ahead of the real ones. And Moonbeam to stay in this race. And Moonbeam will be eliminated. Getting into race 4. And Moonbeam and the real ones out back. Real ones, can they catch back up to surpass Moonbeam? Oh, it looks like Globdroppers get knocked out. Let's take a slow motion replay at that. They may be eliminated. Slow it way down. See what happens. Oh, and it looks like McDonald Farms used that farm strength of theirs to knock them out. And the officials say that they will be disqualified for that. And the Globdroppers will move on. McDonald Farms will be eliminated. And they're off. Ooh, the Globdroppers still can't keep it up. Even with that lucky break, they get eliminated into the next round. Let's see where they lost it. Looks like right there. They go way up high on that first quarter pipe. Can't keep up that momentum. And it will cost them the game, and they are eliminated. Up next, race 5. Going down the track. Moonbeam losing a lot of speed there. Unable to maintain it. And it looks like they will be eliminated. Right there, they lose way too much. Can't keep it up. Or maybe it's the real ones. Where did the real ones go? Maybe the real ones got eliminated, and I think they did. They went off track around that last corner, just like Sauce in the previous race. In race 1, and Gruesome Twosome's out ahead now. Moonbeam cannot catch up to him. Let's see where Moonbeam lost it. Gave him that loss. Gruesome Twosome taking a nice lead right here. Ooh, they slow down way high on that first quarter pipe. Gruesome Twosome keeping up all their speed, taking a nice win of our first elimination race, getting those 10 points. Moonbeam in second, the real ones in third, and overall now Gruesome Twosome in first, the real ones right behind, and Sauce in third. And now we will move on to our second 1v1 elimination race, starting with Gruesome Twosome and the real ones in the quarterfinals. See where they go. The real ones out in front, holding Gruesome Twosome back, and they get on top of that wall, getting so much speed. Gruesome Twosome could not catch up after that. Let's see what happened here. How did they get down there so fast? Gruesome Twosome going off the top of both walls, going around. I've never seen someone go so fast down that last spot. Gruesome Twosome couldn't catch up. Up next we got Sauce versus Moonbeam. Moonbeam out in front. Can Sauce catch back up? He's going around the outside. Sauce cannot take it. Moonbeam will have a nice easy win to go into the semifinals. Right there he loses it. Can't decide on a direction, too much to the right. Bouncing off that wall in that first divider. And it will get him that loss. And make him eliminated. Up next we got Globdroppers versus the Phoenix. Phoenix coming down to second. Globdroppers holding it up above them. Can they hold on to it? And yes, they do. Globdroppers with that nice lead, catching that nice spritz off the water jets, and they will advance. Phoenix not able to decide which way to go on that first divider, which will make them lose and get Globdroppers. Now McDonald Farms versus Risky Biscuits. McDonald Farms with a huge lead. Risky Biscuits came back out of nowhere right behind, and they get launched out trying to be aggressive and take them back. That farm strength helping out them get this win. Going across both tops just like the real ones. Looks like Risky Biscuits is nowhere in sight, but they slow down, and Risky Biscuits are right there taking that second quarter pipe beautifully, almost catching back up. But they ride that outside line too much, go off track, and get stuck. Again, it's all risk and no biscuits. And they will be eliminated. I'm going to take a look at who's going to go into our semifinals. It'll be the real ones versus Moonbeam, and Globdroppers versus McDonald Farms. Can the real ones keep it real versus the Moon? And they're off. Moonbeam out in front. Real ones taking it back a little bit. Moonbeam holding on to it. But the real ones get ahead. Now, they slow down right before the last jump. And the real ones get ahead of Moonbeam, and they're able to look like hold them back the whole time. Wow, what a race. It looked like Moonbeam had it. But the real ones were able to catch up, maintain their speed. Moonbeam goes too far over on that water jet, giving the real ones that opportunity to take the nice lane, get just ahead, and maintain that lead to the end. And they will advance to the finals. Who are they going to race against next? It's McDonald Farms versus Globdroppers. And it looks like McDonald Farms is going to take the lead over Globdroppers this time. No need to use that farm strength. Looks like Globdroppers tried to use their strength against him, but that farm strength to get the Globdroppers able to hold him back, maintain that lead. Big mistake, Globdroppers. Do not try to push them around. Turpie could not handle the strength of these farmers. And in our finals will be the real ones versus McDonald Farms. Can the real ones keep it real against that farm strength? Good old McDonald might be able to take the lead here. And they are right now. Can they maintain it against the real? But they do. They slow down off that second quarter pipe. Looks like McDonald Farms might be able to get around, but no. They draft too late. McDonald Farms has a nice lead here, taking that second quarter pipe too fast, giving the opportunity to the real ones to knock them back, take the win, hold back McDonald Farms, and the real ones will win our third event. The Marble League Online Tournament 2 Summer Edition. See the point system here. The real one's getting 10 points. McDonald Farms getting 7. Globdroppers getting 6. Let's see where that puts them. The real ones will maintain first with a big lead over Globdroppers. Moonbeam and Gruesome Twosome right behind, fighting for that second place spot. Let's get into another elimination race. Let's see where they can get. Then McDonald Farms out back, and they catch back up. No, they cannot. They try to, but they get pushed back just a little right at the end. And they are unable to stay in this race. McDonald Farms coming in a little late, unable to catch the jet stream in time, with Globdroppers blocking them. Moonbeam holding off the draft. Globdropper watching their every move down to the end to stay in this elimination race. The real ones are back. The Globdroppers. Gruesome Twosome out in front. Can they maintain? It looks like the real ones are right behind the Globdroppers, and they can't catch back up. Where did it go wrong for the real ones? I couldn't tell. Now in the replay, let's go back to the next race. Looks like Globdroppers out in back, and they trapped Moonbeam right at the last second to stay in the race, it looks like, and they do. Wow, what happened there? It looks like Moonbeam was out in front right here, first place. Right there, they couldn't make a decision on that first split. Slow down too much, letting everyone else pass him. And again on the second quarter pipe, slowing down again. And Globdroppers taking it on the outside with that water spritzer. Globdroppers able to hold on again in the second race in a row. And that'll put us into race 3 of our 4th event. Race 4. And they're up. Gruesome Twosome out back. Oh, and they almost come up to a stop after that first quarter pipe. Slows them down way too much. I don't think they're going to be able to come back from that. And they don't. Watch that in slow-mo. See what happened there. See the staying with the group here. They go straight up and come straight back down that quarter pipe. Almost stop. Go around that first divider nice, but it won't help them. On to race 5. Looks like McDonald Farms out back. Then they keep... Oh, and they get stopped. But Risky Biscuits, look out in front. Gets knocked out of the track. He had the lead, getting too aggressive. Again, all the risk, and none of the biscuits is going to get him eliminated. Right here, taking too much risk. He wanted that first place spot over Sauce just for bragging rights. And now he's eliminated. Getting into our top 3. Who's going to take it? Sauce out back. Can he catch back up? No, he cannot. It looks like he gets stuck at the bottom. It's going to be Globdroppers and Phoenix to go to the next round. Sauce getting stopped, using those walls too much at the last end there. Not able to make it to the water jets, making it easy for Phoenix and Globdroppers to keep going. The Globdroppers behind Phoenix. Can they catch back up to Phoenix, though? No, they cannot. Phoenix will maintain that lead and give them the easy win. Let's go slow-mo, see what went wrong for Globtroppers. They start off with the lead here. It looks like Phoenix gets around them just before the first quarter pipe and is able to maintain that lead and get the first win in Event 4 in Tournament 2 Summer Edition with 10 points. See where that puts them. The real one's still in first, just above Globtroppers. Phoenix going up to third. Sauce maintaining fourth, tied with Gruesome Twosome. Getting into another 1v1 tournament style with the real ones versus Globtroppers first. After that, Phoenix versus Sauce. Let's get into it. Can the real ones maintain the realness over the Globtroppers? And it looks like they will. Big lead over the Globtroppers. Taking it nice and slow at the end there. No need to keep up that speed. Let's see where it goes wrong. The real ones keeping it here. Globtroppers are staying neck and neck. But it looks like, ooh, they go way too high on that second quarter pipe, slowing them way down, give them no chance of catching up. On to Sauce versus Phoenix. Sauce right behind Phoenix. Can Phoenix maintain that lead over Sauce? And it looks like, oh, she doesn't! Sauce takes the nice jet stream to pass him right at the end. Looks like Phoenix is going to take it home easily. But right here, they go too far, bouncing off those sidewalls, getting too far into the water, losing the speed, with Sauce coming around to take the win and go on to the semifinals. Face off against the real ones. Now let's see who we got next. The Gruesome Twosome versus Moonbeam. Gruesome Twosome keeping up. It's a battle, but the Moonbeam knocks out Gruesome Twosome. Will Moonbeam be disqualified for that? Let's take a slow motion replay to see if it's the Gruesome Twosome or Moonbeam that stays in. Looks like a lot of battle there. Both going at each other. And it looks like, ooh, our officials say that that's going to be fair game. And Moonbeam will advance to the semifinals. What a great race. Now we're going to have Risky Biscuits versus McDonald Farms. Who's going to move on? We got Risky Biscuits out front. Can McDonald Farms catch back up? No, they cannot. Oh, yes, they do. They pass them right at the end. Again, just like Sauce and Phoenix. Looks like Risky Biscuits is going to take it home. But they get too much speed, go over the water jets, and give McDonald Farms that nice outside lane to catch across the top and give them that win to get into the semifinals. Let's take a look at who's going to race now. It's the real ones versus Sauce, then the Moonbeam, McDonald Farms to try and get into the finals. Sauce versus the real ones. The real one's out front. Can Sauce catch back up? He's trying to maintain his speed, but he's losing it. And the real ones take a nice lead, and they will advance to the finals. Take a slow motion replay. See what happened to Sauce there. How did he lose that much distance on them? Looks like he had trouble making a decision there on that first divider. Slowing down real wide on that second quarter pipe, which will give the real ones time to gain that lead. Now we got McDonald Farms versus Moonbeam. Moonbeam way out back. Oh, Moonbeam catches right back up. Can they maintain it? They do. They get right back. Oh, the McDonald Farms loses it at the jet stream. Let's see what happens here. McDonald Farms has a decent lead, but Moonbeam's able to keep their momentum. Right at the drop, able to pass by, almost going up that second quarter pipe only a little to maintain the speed and get just ahead of McDonald Farms, and they will go on to the finals. Now in the finals, it's going to be the real ones versus Moonbeam, and the real ones have been keeping it real this tournament. Can they face off against this Moonbeam? Moonbeam out front. Can they maintain it against the real ones? They are have a nice lead, but the real ones trying to catch back up. Oh, they can't. The real ones almost had it, but caught a bad draft in that water jet, and were unable to keep it right here. Ooh, they go over, completely avoid the second quarter pipe. That gives them too much speed at the bottom, which will help Moonbeam win Event 5 in Summer League Online Tournament 2 Summer Edition. Getting 10 points to add. The real one's getting 7. McDonald Farms in third, getting 6 points. Let's see where that puts everyone. Overall, the real one's still holding on to first, 32. Moonbeam up in second, and Sauce up in third, tied with Phoenix and Globtroppers. What a close third place spot race. Let's get into the next elimination round and see who gets eliminated first. Looks like we've got McDonald Farms out back. Can they hold on to? No, it's Globtroppers, and they cannot. Jawdroppers first was eliminated right here out the gate. They just stay in the back the whole race. Trying to play catch-up with Risky Biscuits. Tough competitor to catch up to, but Phoenix slows down just to bump into him. And he almost passes him again, but Phoenix drops back again to slow him down a second time. I think Phoenix has some kind of issue with Globdroppers because they would not let them pass. Into the next race. So we got Phoenix out back this time. Can they catch back up? Stay in this race. Oh, and they cannot. Looks like Gruesome Twosome passes him at the last second. Just after they pass the Gruesome Twosome takes it right back. Right there, everybody slows down. Gruesome Twosome way on the back, but catches that nice jet stream to go right around Phoenix. Stay in this race. It looks like they even passed Risky Biscuits right here at the end, just for good measure. Good race, Gruesome Twosome, staying in it. We got the real ones out in basket with Risky Biscuits. And Moonbeam, let's see where they can go. With Moonbeam out and back. But they get out in front with Gruesome Twosome. Ooh, looks like maybe someone got stuck. Where did they go? Can we find them? It looks like Risky Biscuits got shoved off way early. Helping out the rest of the pack to stay in the game. Let's see how that happened. Looks like they're in third here, but get pushed off way at the top of the quarter pipe. No penalties. And Risky Biscuits will be eliminated. I have not seen that all tournament. Let's hope it doesn't happen again. Let's get into the next elimination round. The real ones are back with Moonbeam, and the real ones continue to keep it real and stay in this race. There's a Gruesome Twosome is out in the back. Can they maintain? Trying to get around Sauce, but he won't let him. And now let's take a look at this slow motion replay to see what they might have been able to do different here. It's like the Gruesome Twosome was able to catch up just at the end, right next to Sauce, but giving Sauce the good jet line. Trying to draft right behind him, decides to cut back in a little too soon. They should have stayed on that outside lane. They made him still be in this race. Now down to our final four. The real one's out in back. Can they keep it up though? Sauce out in front. And it looks like the Globdroppers, McDonald Farms, will be the ones eliminated. Sorry, Globdroppers are already out. McDonald Farms will be eliminated this race. Let's see what went wrong. They just stayed in the back of the pack the whole time. The real one's getting a nice shove in the back to keep them back there. And they just can't keep it up. Now down to our top three. The real one's out in back. Can they catch back up? Yes, they can, it looks like. And Sauce trying to get back in, but he can't. And he will be eliminated. Let's see what they went wrong there. He's in first here, but he can't make a decision on that first split, which will put him right back behind the real ones. And the real ones will maintain in this race. Now it's the real ones versus Moonbeam. Real one's out in front. Moonbeam out in back. Real ones have a nice lead. Can they maintain it over Moonbeam? Moonbeam tries to catch back up, but they can't. They get really slowed down the jet stream, giving real ones that nice win in event 6. Right here, look at Moonbeam. Could have had it, but they get way too bogged down in that water immediately, giving the real ones a nice jet stream. Take the win in event 6 and give them 10 points. Help them maintain that lead over everybody else. The real ones have been keeping it real all tournament. 42 points now. Moonbeam in second with 35, and Sauce in third with 30. Gruesome Twosome and Phoenix tied at 26. Now into event 7. There's a double points round. Our last race, our last event in Tournament 2 Summer Edition. Let's see who can take that first place spot. Like Gruesome Twosome going to take a nice 20 points with Globdroppers right behind, and they do. Gruesome Twosome taking those points. It might move them up. Let's go in slow-mo, see what happened. See how they were able to maintain that, slowing everybody else down on that first quarter pipe with a big lead. And it looks like the real ones got stuck way up top. They won't finish, but they will get the 2 points for getting last place. That might affect them at the end of this tournament. Gruesome Twosome getting a nice win. It's just what they needed. Risky Biscuits getting 7th. Let's see how many points people get. Maybe you can add them up. Get somewhere nice. Gruesome Twosome getting those 20 points. Globdroppers right behind with 14. Moonbeam in third with 12. Let's see where that puts everybody. And it looks like Moonbeam in our final will take the win. 47 over the Gruesome Twosome. We have 46, and the real ones able to keep it real still in third place with with 44 points, and that will be the end of Tournament 2 Summer Edition. Good night.